Hey everybody, it's your girl Tennessee North. Yeah, I'm coming with a video. And I've been absent for a little while because the girl was sick. Yeah, not sick that I need to go to the hospital or anything, but whew, I had a bout. I told you before my grandson's thing 2 and 3. And let me clear something up. I had a troll, or it may not have been a troll, but she says it's not nice to call people names things. I had to explain to her. I wasn't calling my grandsons no thing. I had to explain to her, go and look at Dr. Seuss. Yeah, that's where it comes from. We don't call them thing 1, thing 2. We call them by their names. But we refer to them as thing 1 and thing 2, or thing 2 and thing 3, because that's how old they are now. Their mother had a birthday party for them last year, and she had some shirts made, and they had the age on it. It said thing 2 and thing 3, because at the time, well, still, they look like twins. Yeah. I know I didn't need to explain that, but I thought I'd clear that up. Some people, they try to find fault when there is none. And but the lady or the man, whoever sent that to me, that comment to me, I mean no disrespect. I just thought I'd clear that up. Yeah. So, wow, I lost train of thought. What I was talking about before. Hold on. Okay. So what I was saying about being sick, they had strep throat. That's what they said it was. But their throats wasn't sore. They didn't run any fever. They just had like a stomach virus. And the thing about that stomach virus, it lasted about 3 or 4 days with them. But it lasted almost 2 weeks with Nana. Yeah. They were over here staying with me, and yeah, passed it on to me. Now, a simple childhood illness, it's simple with them. It'll run its course. But when you get a certain age, ooh, don't it run its course. Oh my God. It's a little hard on us. But this video is, I just want y'all to know. Oh, Tennessee North is doing good. Don't it look okay? Yeah. So, today's video is not going to be too long. I'm going to make, I got a call from one of the members at the new church that I'm going to. And they called to invite me to brunch, dinner sort of thing. And they do it quarterly. And, yeah, it's kind of a potluck. You bring something in. Everybody brings something enough to go around, and yeah. So I got an invitation, and I said, well, I'll bring something too. She said, you don't have to because you're a guest. No, I'm not a guest anymore. And yeah. So she kind of threw something out there. She says, you don't happen to have any dressing laying around? No, I don't. And I didn't have a chance to go out and get some ingredients to make some, because I had to go yesterday to visit my cousin in the nursing home, a rehab, or as they call it. And I need y'all to leave me some comments about this. Let this make sense. Help it make sense to me. They have a little store or a little vending machine area that the patients can go and get stuff. Well, you put stuff on their book, but get this. They have to come and sign for the money to go to the vending machine. He has dementia. He can't remember 1 minute to the other. How is he going to remember to go and sign for his money? Now, we thought we can just put the money on the book, and when he wants to go and get him something, y'all let him go and just deduct it. No. They're relying on him to come to them. Now, what kind of sense does that make? If he can't remember yesterday, how is he going to remember to go get his money? Somebody help me. Help me. Show me how that makes sense. So, needless to say, what we did was packed him up a bunch of snacks and took it up there to him. Enough to last him a while. And that's what we've been doing, just getting him up snacks and taking it to him. So, and he's funny. He told me he wanted a sweet potato pie. He said he's not allowed to have a half a pie. He has to have a whole one. Yeah. I'm going to make sure you get that pie. So, yeah. So I didn't have time to go get anything for the dressing. So I'm going to make a banana pudding. And maybe try to throw a couple of pies together if I got time. You know, I was reading something, and it kind of goes back to, you know, I always got a story for you. It goes back to my ex-husband. He said something to my daughter yesterday. He said, your mom probably said bad things about me to you, and that's why you feel some kind of way about me. Why would I do that? I never talk down to my children about their father. He did that on his own. See, he's an alcoholic. And he's been to rehab a few times. Stay off of it 7 years, go back. Stay off a few, you know, couple of years here and there, and go back. Well, he's back, and he's back to drinking, and so he said that to her. And this kind of, I'm just kind of reference something that I heard and read. 1 Peter 3-18 says, I'm just going to paraphrase it. Jesus committed one sin. Yeah. The righteous for the unrighteous. And he was crucified for it. He took on our sins. Even though we were guilty. And it cost him his life. But really, not really cost him, his physical body was dead. But his spirit was alive. Now, the reason why I say this about my ex-husband is, he committed the ultimate sin with his daughter. Now, my daughter looks like him. That's thing 2 and 3's mom. When she was little, they're drinking, talking crazy. Never violent, but just talking crazy. You know, and she saw that. And we weren't together at this time, and he'd come visit, and she'd smell it. Daddy, you had, oh no, no, Daddy ain't had nothing. Now, he committed that sin by showing her another side of him. And we all have our faults. But when you try to make sense of it, take some guilt off yourself. If you sit back and say to yourself, I'm guilty of this. And he paid a price for it. He didn't lose the love of his daughter, but the respect. Yeah. His sin was the drinking and coming around her and letting her see that. And she saw it from a little girl. Now, he always had love and showed her love, but he showed her that sinful side. And now, he's paying for it. Because she let them have it. She's telling him, I remember all of that. And she loved her daddy. But that respect. That's his pay. That's what he crucified himself. And now he needs somebody to blame. So he tells his daughter that Tennessee North must have told you some bad stuff about me. She said, Daddy, I remember it all too well. Now he wants to get to know his grandboys. But he's back to himself. That ain't gonna happen, my daughter says. Can you get it right? She don't want them to see that side of him. And they'll lose the respect. His grandfather. So, that's to say that we all have our faults. We all sin. And sometimes we pay dearly. Now Jesus, his sin was, he took on our sin. A righteous man took up for us unrighteous people. And he knew we were guilty. But he paid for it without a question. See, that's where it goes to show that God don't give up on us. He knows we have faults. But he gives us ample time to get it right. And that's what my ex-husband needs to do. He's got ample time to try to get it right with his daughter and with his grandkids. Yeah. I wasn't going to crucify him by cutting him down and saying bad stuff. He did it to himself. And he's got time to get it right. Until he closes those eyes, he's got time to get it right. Let me get to this banana pudding. Okay, I think you've seen me make banana pudding before, so. But it's going to be a lot of things that I fix. You're going to see me do it twice. We don't run out of stuff to fix. What we have to do is just make it a different way. Yeah. A chicken is a chicken is a chicken. A chicken can be made 1,000 ways. So is pork chops, so is ribs. You can do it 100 ways. So don't be surprised if you see, yeah, she made that before. Yeah, and I'm probably going to make it again and again. I might change it up sometime. Who knows? But today, I'm just making a simple banana pudding because I'm taking it to church. Yeah. So, my ingredients is I got some canned milk, sugar, just a little flour, some bananas, butter, some milk. And I got 4 eggs here. So, first of all, I'm going to get my cookies ready. I always do my bananas and cookies and line them up first. So when I get the custard made, I can go straight to it and pour it on there. I like to put mine on there while it's still warm. Now, if you're going to do it like serve it the day before, maybe you want to cool it off because the bananas will turn dark if you let it sit too long. But this, it's going to be served in a couple hours. So, let me get to it. Now, I've wiped my pan out. I don't spray anything in my pan. So what I'm going to do is, I got all these bananas. Now, all of these are not going in there. I got some grandsons and granddaughters, sous chef and thing, 2 and 3. They love bananas. And that is not going to disappoint. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these bananas up, layer my pan. Yeah. And anybody who's never made banana pudding, might be a first for you if you haven't seen me make it. I'm just going to slice. You know, slices like that. Line the bottom of the pan. Now I'm just cutting them now. I'll spread them around in a minute once I get them all cut. It's best to have your bananas and cookies already in place. That way you don't have to sit around, because your custard will thicken up on it, and you want it to be pourable where you can, well, you can spread it all over so it can get down in the center. Then I usually take a knife or something and kind of wiggle it around so it all get down in the bottom. And I'm planning on hoping to make 2 layers here. And I felt real special that they called me to give me an invitation. Okay. Now I'm going to spread these around. Now I'm going to open up cookies. I got some vanilla wafers. Now I'm not going to lay these cookies, I'm just going to spread them around. I ain't doing all that. This works just as well. You ain't got to lay them out, you just Kind of make a coating of them. Like so. Yeah. Now I'm going to cut another layer of bananas. Yeah, I caught myself buying enough so then look out for the grain so they could get a banana. Because if they're over here, I wouldn't be able to get the banana pudding made. Because they'll be eating the bananas as fast as I can get them peeled. And so now you just make another layer. And people who don't like bananas, just make the custard. Oh yeah, now we're going to have plenty of bananas for the greens. My plan is to make 2 rows. Like putting a lasagna together. You do it in layers. I might have enough for a 3rd row, I don't know. I really was just planning on 2 rows here. That's enough of that one. And just keep repeating the process. And I think I'm going to have enough for a 3rd row here. I think that's what I do. 1 more row. And just going all over. Dropping bananas. I don't know about where y'all at, but it is some kind of cold here in Tennessee. I gotta wear something warm to church. Some pants. It's like 29 or something like that. And these strings on the bananas, I usually get rid of that. Like that. Yeah, this is going to be the last banana. I don't like bananas just to bite. If it's not in something, Tennessee North don't like bananas like that. I don't like artificial banana flavor. I don't like the smell of it. Like in candies and stuff. Now I can eat it in a banana pudding just because of the custard of the cookies, but just to bite one, no. And that's what we're looking like. So I'm going to cover the cookies. Give these cookies over it. Then we're going to get to this custard. Now, you save your crumbs. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. I'm using what I had in the closet. So, I had a box of regular vanilla wafers. And I had some minis. It'll work. Same thing. Drop some minis on top of this. And this is what our banana pudding is looking like. So let's get to the custard. Hold on. Okay. Now I'm going to put my custard together. I'm going to put... Now you make your banana pudding as sweet as you want to make it. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to put... This is a half a cup. That's a cup. That's a cup and a half. Then I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cups. Yeah, because I want to. And then I'm going to put about, this is a half, so I'm going to put about 1/4 of a cup of flour. Maybe not even 1/4. I'm not measuring it. So, not quite 1/2 a cup, so probably like 1/4. If you're just looking for measurements. I just kind of eyeball it. And you want to put your flour and your sugar together and blend it. That way you don't have no little pockets, little flour pockets or anything. Incorporate all the sugar and the flour together. Okay, so then some evaporated milk. And pour that in. That's about 1/2 a can. Yeah, about 1/2 a can. Now I'm going to put some condensed milk in it. Hold on, I scratched my face. Let me wash my hands. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to put some evaporated milk in here. I mean, not, this is condensed milk. So I'm going to put about a 1/2 a can of that. Now I'm going to incorporate my eggs. I'm putting 4 eggs. I would get my blender out, but I'm not going through all the measures. Okay. Number 4. I can beat it up with this whisk and do just fine. Okay, that's 4 eggs. Whole eggs. I'm going to whisk them in here. Now once I get this all beat up, then I'm going to add my vanilla and whole milk. That's the way I do mine. They didn't have no electric beaters back in the day. Just make it homemade. Hand beat it. Okay. Now I'm going to try this new stuff called cream bouquet. I don't know if you can see it good, but cream bouquet. B-O-U-Q-U-E-T. And put just a little bit in there. They tell me it enhances cakes, the flavoring. Let's see what it do for the banana pudding. Not a whole lot, so I'm going to just do a capful. Oh, it smells really good. Ooh, it smells really good. Now I'm going to put my vanilla in, about 2 teaspoons, give or take. Oh, I'm calling that. That's a bouquet. Now I'm going to add about, I'm going to wipe my face again. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with this itching in the face. So this has probably got about, let's see. It's about a cup. About 2 cups of milk. It depends on how much custard you're making. Now I got about 2-3 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter. I got over in my pot. So let's go. It's all mixed up. So let's go to the stove. Hold on. Okay. I got that 3 tablespoons of butter already in there. Now I'm going to put my custard in there. And when you're making banana pudding, you cannot walk away. You gotta stay there and stir, because it'll stick quick. I have a wooden spoon here, but I want to stir with that because I want to keep all the lumps out. You don't want to cook it fast. You want to cook it kind of like a slow to medium. A low to medium. Excuse me. So if you cook it too fast, it's going to stick and burn. And you don't want no scorched banana pudding. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm back. It's starting to thicken up on the bottom. I gotta keep stirring. When it gets to the consistency, you can tell when it's nice and creamy and pourable. When you pourable, I don't know, that's not a word where you can pour it. So you know, if making up a new vocabulary. And by you still stirring it, that keeps it from sticking on the bottom. Keeps it from lumping up. Hold on, I'll be back when it starts getting a little thicker. Okay, I'm back. It's about 10 or 15 minutes. Starting to get the thickness I want. So I have to keep stirring it because I want it to stay no lumps. In the bottom of it, you can feel the thickening. Like I said, you have to watch it because you definitely don't want it scorched. Ooh, ain't nothing worse than some scorched banana pudding. Yeah, it's starting to thicken. You can kind of see it's starting to thicken. Getting to the consistency I want. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see how thick it is. Okay. Let me take this to the bowl. Get it off the eye. Hold on. See how thick it is? That's what you want. Now we're going to pour it over top of our... See, you want it pourable. That's that word, pourable. You want it where you can pour it. Out. No scorch, no sticks. Okay, now you want to pour it all, spread it all over. It covers everything. Then I take a skewer or a knife and I make little holes where it can get all down in there. So it'll seep all down in there. You don't want it to just sit on top. You want it to work its way down in there. It's going to work its way down in there, but I always take a skewer or my knife and kind of help it. And then my crumbs. Put a few more of these cookies out in here. Okay. Now you want to crunch these up. Kind of smear your sauce all over a little bit. Now we're going for presentation. It's not staying at home. We gotta make it look like something. And you clean your sides off. Okay. I'm gonna take these crumbs. Sprinkle it over. And that's our banana pudding. I think it's fitting to go to church. Yeah. Let's set this to the side and see if I can get a couple of pies made. Hold on. Okay. So, since I'm working with what I got here, so I looked in the closet. I got some sweet potatoes. I said, oh, I'm hoping I got some sweet potatoes. I did. So that's what I'm going to make. I'm going to attempt to make 2 sweet potato pies. So, I'm going to take my blender and I'm going to mash these sweet potatoes up some. Get them broke down. Kind of break them down a little bit. They're going to get broke down more once I get all the stuff in. I got 2 regular pie shells. That was what was in the freezer. And these are, I had 2 29-ounce cans of sweet potatoes. 29-ounce cans of sweet potatoes. So, you use what you want to use. So here, I'm going to put in what's I have? That's a cup. Not quite 2 cups. I'm going to have more sugar, but let me see how this tastes before I put the eggs in. Okay, and I'm going to take the rest of that condensed milk from the banana pudding. And it's a little less than a half. I'm going to put that in there. You know I don't waste anything. Okay. And I'm going to take the rest of that evaporated milk. It's going in too. Let's blend and see what we got here. Okay. Let's see where we at on flavor. See if we need a little more sugar or not. I think we're good right now. A half a stick of butter. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of nutmeg. And I'm also putting in about a teaspoon of cinnamon. You know, I eyeball everything. Gonna put in some vanilla. About a teaspoon and a half. Give or take. No, I'm in the dishwasher. Another clean spoon. I think we're good. All these spoons in the sink. Okay. Now we're gonna add just a little whole milk. Just a little bit. It's probably about a fourth. Okay, now we're going to put 4 eggs in. It's 3, one more. You heard, see, I had to look. Yeah, mine was terrible thing. I'm going to visit my cousin. Somebody might have to come visit me. Want to overdo it, but you can make sure those eggs are incorporated good. I think we're good. If you look on here, it's a few strings on here. The mixer is good for getting those strings. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Now we're going to take our 2 pie shells. We're going to poke a few holes in the bottom. Yeah, just so it don't bubble up. Don't poke and put a hole in the pan. Just try to keep it from bubbling up. Do the other one like that. Now we want to pour our pie filling in the pie shell. And there we have it. Let me get these in the oven. End result. Sweet potato pie. Got one already wrapped. About to take it to church. Hold on. Okay. So, I had you on pause and went to church, came back. Yeah. And so we had a friendship fellowship dinner today. And they do it quarterly. Me and sous chef went. We enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah. We enjoyed it. So, I'm going to end this video. And, yeah. Feel good. I want to thank everybody for all the well wishes and get wells and yeah. Thank you for caring about Tennessee North. Bottom of my heart. See you on the next video.